Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today we're here, I'm kind of doing an analysis slash breakdown of the new Tears of the Kingdom trailer. Of course, this is the game I've been wanting to play for like 4 years. And the trailer just came out, or the next trailer just came out in the Direct. The full-length reaction to the Direct should be on my channel right now. So if you want to go check that out, you can see my first reaction to the trailer. It was very exciting after that, I would say, kind of boring Direct. The end was fun, but beginning was kind of slow. But let's just get in. So nothing special about this, just rain, stuff like that. But here, let's see if, okay, we're at 720p. Let's try to bump it up to this. Alright, so, okay, so we can see these teleportation, well, that's what everybody's calling them for now, at least. I think they might be teleportation things. You can see one here, I think. It looks like one over there. That, I think it's just rain. Death Mountain has the malice coming out of it, like we saw last time. These bat things might be like, they're either new enemies or maybe like upscaled version of Keys. You never know. But this seems to be a Bokoblin camp. I also am going to be pointing out the locations if I recognize them, because I have a lot of time in this game, and I'm pretty sure, just by what the structures look like here, this is where the tower, the Lost Woods Tower is. Like where the mud pits are. Yeah, it is. Nothing really that interesting you can see. Of course, it's the bats flying around. Pretty cool. Here, this looks a lot like what we saw in the last trailer at the end. If you go back, you can see some marking on, some stuff by the Thunder Plateau. These, I don't know what these are. These are interesting. Maybe they're like new versions of Sheikah Towers that let you teleport to them. We don't know at all right now. We're kind of in a part where we haven't really had much information that lets us know a lot. Okay, here, looks like that might be like a chest or something like that. This is definitely a floating island. That looks like a floating island. Oh, actually, wait, I'm going to slow this down. Yeah, let's go to 0.5 playback speed. Okay, so this is the crater by the Rito Village Tower. That looks like another glyph thing. But this is where that tower usually is. That's the crater. I wonder if that might just be a floating island, but it might also be the lake that's around Rito Village, just dried out. Or just cliffs and mountains and stuff. Like I said, we don't know. That looks interesting. Maybe it's like a castle. Okay, here. This is just... what is this? Okay. So we got all the decayed trees in the back here. These kinds of trees. Malice Lizalfos. Same as Bokoblins, stuff like that. Looks like they're mining this rock for ore. They have this backpack on. That's pretty interesting. I'm guessing these are just the little encampments we'll find. New ruins. This tree is super interesting. I want to know what the glowy stuff inside is about. This might be, I don't recognize this from like the overworld, so this might be like underwater stuff or like underground stuff. Like I said, we don't know right now. Trying to see if there's anything else. This looks like a rock wall. That's normal. This might be underground. That's pretty cool. Malice everywhere. Using some kind of stone hammer. That's okay. This looks like right here, a Bokoblin encamp, like one of those towers. It looks like there's another tree back there as well. Again, just these mushroomy plants. That's interesting. That's glowing green like the Zonai stuff. I wonder what that is. Okay, Ganon's voice acting. I just gotta say this real quick. It's so good. This is Lake Hylia, of course. some ruins over there. This I'm gonna talk about in a second. But yeah, you can see the castle in the background. This green stuff over here, pretty interesting. Like the Hylia Bridge is still broken. That's fine. Okay. So that kind of looks like, that's definitely not, I don't think it's one of the dragons, because it has this spiky tail, and plus it kind of has like the structure of a European kind of folklore dragon instead of the ones we have in the game. The European kind of dragons are the ones with like wings and sharp teeth and stuff like that. The ones you often see. And like, when you think of a dragon. You might be thinking of Chinese, like that type of dragon. Like Dinral or stuff like that. But that seems more like a European type of dragon. It kind of looks like a Hydra. Like it's either this is like a huge flaming head with some flaming spikes or something. Or this is like, that's a head, and they're all like on fire. Yeah, that looks like what it is, because it's moving in such a way. And it's only one long stretch. So yeah, that's what I was talking about. It's got the wings. Maybe, I wonder if this is going to be a mini boss that is scattered around. Maybe it's the adult form of one of these things. That would be interesting. If that's like the mega boss of those. Okay, so here we are at Hateno Village. That looks just to be some blue stuff. I don't know what that is in the background there. Just some malice over here. Looks like Hateno has some stuff on the ground. There might be a house over there. Another one of these beacon thingies. I would like to know what these tents are. Maybe there's some form of like encampments for like villagers or knights or stuff. Not too much looks different about Hateno. The tech lab travel gate is unregistered. Looks to be like closed. And here we are at some ruins. Don't know exactly where this is, because ruins like this are all over Hyrule, but see the blood moon looking nice. New gear, of course. He has a new sword, a new shield, a new bow, a new arm. That's a new floating island. Blood moon looks super good in this shot, especially compared to the castle. Again, Ganon's voice acting is just terrific. Of course, it's Ganon being all mad about stuff. I can't see exactly what this is. That might just be malice, like bombs. If we go back here, this might be, no, okay, so this is probably Hyrule floating, castle floating. I was gonna say it might be Great Plateau, because of how it's by the desert and the walls. Who knows, maybe they repaired the walls. That'd be kind of cool. And then we get this shot, which I think might be either like when you defeat like some sort of mega boss or like a dungeon boss. Kind of the body shape kind of looks like Ganon. Like maybe he's doing a pose where he's like, I don't know. The orb kind of reminds me of like here. That orb, like ball thing, kind of reminds me. I'll go back a second. That's too far. Let's just stop it when we get, okay. So this like orb of ball of light kind of reminds me when you defeat Ganon in Breath of the Wild. It creates this big like Zelda creates this big ball of like the ceiling power. That's what that's kind of reminding me of, especially with like the bright light. This, I wonder, so maybe it's just a piece of Death Mountain being taken up into the sky because it has the magma stuff. I wonder if this could be like a Mega Talus mini boss or something like that. That'd be pretty cool if you had to fight like a huge colossal Talus. We've seen this shot before. Here's Great Plateau. This, wait, no, we haven't seen that yet. Okay, this is interesting. This is actually interesting, which I think I'll talk about in a second, because I think this is where we see something else as well. Okay, so here are the Bokos, new design. I like their little kind of like sword thing on the top of their head instead of a horn. This, I gotta talk about this. Okay, so that's just a Lizalfos. That's a Bokoblin. I really am excited for this, because if you kind of look at that, it kind of looks like a Redead from Wind Waker, maybe like a cooler version. If you remember, the Redeads were like the mummies. I could see that being like a new version of the Redead, or just something else. It has this weird, like, downward pointed mouth. This looks like a King Bokoblin or something, with the fact that it has this crown on its head and all these skulls around it. Zalfos being mean. As always, Link just riding off. Maybe that's... Oh, wait. I think that's the storm cloud we see above Farron in the first official trailer. It looks like that might be a Molduga. Let's see. Yeah, that looks like a Molduga. With the way it's... here. I'll go back and we'll slow it down and rewatch it. Alright. So, see how it has the, like, little flap part right there? That looks like the Molduga little thing. But, like, see how it moves? It kind of moves like a Molduga. But this seems like, it's either by the Yiga clan or by, right off the Great Plateau. Okay, this shot, I wonder if this could be like a floating island with some Sheikah stuff on it. Because if we look right here, it looks like we're above this guy. Maybe we're just in a house that's high up. But as you can see, the arms come out of the ground. Very interesting. They have this, which I wonder what that is. That looks like an accordion. The mini boss for this is Cass. But it looks like Link is like shocked, like they're gonna grab him. Another one of these, except it's blue now. Looks like it just has the same type of upscaling as the Bokoblins. Ooh, okay, so this looks like the backpack thing we saw all the way back. Not there. This is what I was talking about with the Great Plateau thing. This is where I thought the Great Plateau sigil was that I was talking about. If we go back here, this looks like the same backpack as, let's just go right on back to that. That looks like the same backpack, but now it has some, like, raw meat in it. Probably a raw gourmet meat. Maybe when you kill them, you get both the backpack and the meat. They have, like, what looked like the forked Lizal, boomerangs on their heads, which is interesting. That looks like they're just doing their normal Boko, bat swing, or Boko, club swing. These might be normal ones. Maybe they have that looks like it's more of an axe. I can't really tell from here what that is. The shields look the same, look to be the dragon bone ones. Weapons don't look too different on that part. Some malice coming out of the ground right here. Pretty cool. Looks like a blood moon is happening. This Hinox, I'm gonna say this is probably just a normal Hinox. It has this thing, which I think, just like all the other enemies, is some special thing. I wonder if it'll grab it off of his head and try to, like, throw it at Link. This orb is very interesting. I wonder if this is maybe, like, a harder to beat Hinox at the end of a dungeon. Looks like we are underground, by the way. And you have to get this orb to get one of the vials that Link has here. As you can see, Thunder Plateau, pretty cool. Shrines are all gone, towers are all gone. Sheikah's stuff looks to be all gone. Floating Islands, nothing of note there. I wonder what that is. That looks just like a rock, I don't know. The bats thing are carrying a... Ooh, I gotta go back here. I keep doing that. So the bats are carrying a Bokoblin. That's interesting. Ooh! Wait. That's Typhlo Ruins. Because that's where the labyrinth is. So the labyrinths are still in the game. But that's Typhlo Ruins. Why is it not covered in the dark fog? That is interesting. Okay, so we got the Moblins. This one probably is blue, and that's why it has this kind of spike instead of the little Pachycephalosaurus domes on their head. Mount Lanayru in the background there. Looks like it has something coming out of the top. I would like to see that real quick. Go back for me. What is this? Maybe this is just a cliff structure with something on top of it. Oh, wait. Wait. Is that a new Boko camp? Like when they had the skulls hollowed out? Maybe this is what they look like now? Interesting. Okay, so this new enemy, boss probably. Zonai boss. Got a connecting parts link with his little vials. Nothing really new except this boss guy. I'm gonna guess that Link will have to run up this and try to, maybe there's a weak point on his head that I'll have to smack. Something along those lines. Ganon. Doing Ganon things. Some malice on his chest. Hyrule Castle being lifted up. Here's Ganon controlling something. That looks like in the first trailer when we see him like on his pedestal. Maybe this is right after. And he's like gotten free and he's lifting Hyrule Castle up. Of course, we got the eyes.
But Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
Okay, so it seems like this is just trying to make it seem like it's harder. More stuff, probably more playtime, that means. I don't know. Vials. It looks like he has some empty ones, which is interesting. So that means we are going to be collecting like 8. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 8. Okay. Arrows, normal. No special end to them. Of course, he's flying with his new outfit. I do really like the fact that they mixed the Hylian tunic with the champion's tunic. That is super cool. Malice over there. Another one of those tower things. This is around Hateno. That's Hateno over there. This is like the Kakariko part. So Kakariko would be more of like down here. And the Mountain Neighbors over there. Yeah, so here's where all the Guardians were, and you get your last memory. Can we see the stable? Okay, no, I guess. So again, those towers are very interesting to me. Normal bird. There's a stable. Okay, so yeah, stables are still in the game. I don't know why I thought they wouldn't be. Another one of these, interesting looking, engravings. Trying to see if there's anything else. This is actually really interesting because he has this normal arrow that looks like it has the same startup as an ancient arrow. If you remember, the ancient arrows kind of do. Here, let me. So they kind of do that thing where they swirl around and then swirl into it. And then let's go back to normal speed. As you can see, he shoots it over here, but it like locks on to the enemy and goes like, takes a quick turn. That looks like maybe somewhere we enter in a cave. Maybe that's one of the underground tunnels, because this mountain, I can't really recognize this mountain. Oh, you know what? This is maybe Satori Mountain? I don't know. But that may be a Zonai ruin. Looks like we can go in there. That's where a dungeon or cave is. Some ruins over here. Ruins over here. Oh, I know where this is, actually. This is right by Tanagar Canyon. I'm pretty sure this is where the canyon is, and then the stable's like back behind Link. There's a shrine up here. Okay, so we're kind of skateboarding, grinding on the railings, like with the shield surf. This looks like the evil crystal from Skyward Sword is what that immediately brought to mind. Looks like the minecart's got a little bit of a revamp. That's pretty cool. This seems like another base. Maybe you have to get this. This has some significance. This looks like motion controls again. So this might be like a shrine puzzle type thing where you have to use motion controls to get on top of that. That is very interesting. I feel like we've seen one of these hammers before, but he like shoots a ball of Zonai energy out, what I'm guessing is Zonai energy, out to this talus. And this hammer is really cool looking. This, to me, is either Zelda or Hylia. I think it's more likely that it is Zelda, but it might be Hylia. I want to see what's in the... I have an idea. So I think this might be Zelda. And behind her is that owl-looking thing we saw in the sculptures in the first official trailer. And she's reaching her hand out. Link shakes it or something. He's admiring his new cool Sheikah Slate-like hand. And then he lifts this kind of like a magnesis, kind of, out of this mud swamp in the Great Plateau. So it looks like I was wrong. Like they didn't actually fix the Great Plateau stuff. This is a chest. So new chest design. That's pretty cool. Looks like they didn't really fix up the Great Plateau, yeah. Car, that's awesome. Cool replacement for the Master Cycle. This is the Lon Lon Ranch ruins right here. That's where this is. Lanayru, Lanayru region, Kala Citadel. Okay, that is new, 100%. I've never seen that before. I wonder what that is. That is very interesting. But the car probably runs on this. You probably have to get something like that and build it, maybe. Or maybe you just find it somewhere and have to attach your hand to it. This looks like a hot air balloon. Looks like this is just a way to get up to the clouds. Or the sky, I mean. Trying to see if I can see anything else. Doesn't look like it. This ball is kind of cool. I wonder what that is. This is, I think, again, is that the Tingle Islands? Okay, so this is right above. So Death Mountain would be down here. That's the Lanayru region. That's Mount Lanayru. Yeah. Okay. So this is right above Zora's domain. And he's using this like the car, except to get up to the sky. Maybe the car and this is something you unlock later game, and the balloon is like your first way to get up. Or maybe it's the like reverse time thing we saw from the first trailer is your first way, then you find the balloons, then you get this. He's just riding around on his horse. You can see those structures again over there. I think those are the same ones. Oh no, it's over here. Yeah, because that's where Lanayru is. That looks just like Malice. Little hut right here. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. Maybe something in there. Glowing green. This falls from the sky. Ooh, wait. That looks like a pickaxe. That's an NPC. So maybe this is like a mini boss. That's cool. Maybe. That's very interesting. Well, that is cool. I'm really excited for this game. Okay, here we go with the fun part. So this obviously reaches out from Ganon, goes over to Link. Spooky. I'm guessing he tries to dodge or does dodge this here. And then this is definitely later. He jumps off probably when Zelda gets knocked off immediately.
Please, lend him your power.
Okay, so at first when I saw this trailer, like during the direct reaction, I didn't say anything about it, but I originally interpreted that as Ganon and was like, why is she telling Link to give Ganon power? Is Zelda bad? But then I realized it might be maybe the Zonai like the arm thing has like a being attached to that, and she's saying like lend Link the power of that thing. I'm gonna say Zonai a lot. There's a torch. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And there we go. Alright, well, that's about it for the trailer. That's about everything I could find, I think, just skimming through like that. Trying to stop every second. But yeah, that's everything I could find. Thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, there'll be the bigger YouTubers, the more popular ones, putting out, like, I found all of this in the Zelda trailer. Definitely watch those from, like, great people, like, especially, like, Zeltic and Nintendo Black Crisis, Mass Nintendo Bandit. A bunch of great Zelda YouTubers are probably already have their analysis out by now. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this and my little breakdown of the trailer, please like the video. And if you really enjoyed this, please subscribe. But yeah, that's that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.